We were gonna tear it all down. The Institute, Providence, everyone who'd ever hurt us. We failed. The partners grew paranoid, made sure that Ortmeyer's children would never challenge them again. I'm the only one who got away unchanged. The only one left who remembers.
Ortmeyer was Providence.
Everything he did to us, everything he made us do, it all leads back to them.
I'm breaking more rules than I care to count, Mr. Gray. What's your play?
The partners hide behind a cloak of anonymity. Only one man knows their true identities. Your client, the top controller, the one they call the Constant. He is the key.
But he is untraceable. So what am I missing?
A man would come to the Institute. A man with a Providence pin. The first Constant. If we find him, if he's still alive, he's our way in.
You don't know who he is, but 47 does. That's what this reunion is all about.
Show them.
You're just gonna hand it over. Our one bargaining chip.
Olivia.
Fine. 47's memory was erased, irreversibly at the time. But after Ortmeyer's death, his estate was acquired by the Ether Corporation. And they made an antidote.
It's a long shot, I know.
This is not how it works. We don't just join the revolution. ICA is neutral. We don't take sides.
I hate to break it to you, lady, but neutrality is a side. It's the side of the status quo.
People have died. Civilians. You align yourself with terrorists, murderers.
Sometimes even monsters serve a purpose.
Look.
Enough. You have a choice. But I made mine a long time ago. I will finish what I started.
Subject 47. Most gifted of all my boys. So you're the pick of the litter. Tell me about the incident. The subject ran away. He and another boy. The instigator was punished accordingly. As were all the neighbors. My men did what needed to be done. It won't happen again. Bring your house in order, Doctor. You won't like the alternative.
I remember who he is.
Gentlemen, let's go over the plan. The first Constant is none other than Janus, the legendary Cold War spy master. A KGB senior officer and head of the 6th Column Special Branch at Lubyanka, Janus is a certified genius and expert of counterintelligence. He retired from the KGB in 1988 when he fell out of favor with the Kremlin and defected to the US. Shortly after, the Soviet Union collapsed. Now, it is unclear when Janus stepped down as the Constant, but since 2004, he has been a resident of a quiet community in suburban Vermont. Mr. Gray.
Right, so here's the catch. As an elite KGB agent, Janus was trained to withstand interrogation and torture. No amount of pressure will force him to disclose information he doesn't want to. Instead, we will need to search his home for clues. But if Providence learns of our presence, the game is up.
So we frame Janus, make Providence think he was the real Shadow client.
Correct. I will file a false ICA report, claiming to have traced a number of calls from Janus's house to the Institute in Romania. The case will seem clear. Mr. Grey was only a figurehead. Janus was pulling the strings all along. And by eliminating him, we will have neutralized the militia once and for all.
However, for this subterfuge to work, you'll also need to deal with Janus's security detail. A Providence herald and former Secret Service agent by the name of Nolan Cassidy. Intel describes him as diligent and inquisitive, and we cannot risk that he contradicts our story to his employer.
Seems workable.
I certainly hope so. Everything depends on this next move, 47. You made this our fight. Now let's even the playing field. Whittleton Creek, Vermont. On the surface, a picture-perfect suburban dream. Wide roads, golden maple trees, and verdant lawns. Most residents here are white-collar professionals, ranging from university staff to government employees.
Most, but not all. Janus's unpresuming home is protected by a host of bodyguards, and intel shows that the fragile former Constant rarely leaves the property.
Nolan Cassidy, on the other hand, roams the neighborhood streets. A recent arrival, the dutiful Providence Herald is busy making threat assessments and settling in with his security team.
Now remember, this is about more than just revenge. Janus is the key to bring down Providence. So get in there and find us a lead.
Good luck, 47.
And may long to be killed by one of his would-be victims.
What was he doing?
Titus claimed he wanted to see if the frogs were migrating further into our yard. I sent him on his way.
A new indie film festival in the memory of cult Italian film director Dino Bump opens in Sapienza, where the eccentric filmmaker met an untimely end. The exclusive Amalfi Coast vacation spot has spectacular deaths over the recent years, and appropriately, the theme for this year's festival will be European art noir. Ticket sales have so far been scientists, including mental engineers, and do their best as daily prepare for next month.
Well,
After many past disappointments, expectations for a historic opportunity are high, and a watershed moment, ushering in a new era of environmental responsibility and innovation. Only dream. At the Gorka Museum in Barcelona, Impressionist master Emil Gorka's most celebrated work, The Artist as a Blank Canvas, has been revealed as a fake. And predictably, the rumor mill has gone into overdrive. Was the original replaced? Did the Gorka Institute stay silent out of fear of losing millions of annual visitors? One thing is
A letter from Janus to someone called Zoe. It looks like a draft, and is full of explicit descriptions of how unhappy Janus is with Zoe and her sister having been appointed chairwomen of the Ark Society. Huh. I've heard that name before. This is a good find, 47.
Awesome. Ah, cool.
And may long to be killed by until then, citizens of Vermont are strongly advised to lock their doors and resist the urge for plagiarism and misplaced.
Go see what that's all about.
Okie dokie.
Cassidy looks to be a gun enthusiast. The room looks like it's outfitted with a lot of security and alarms. That is Nolan Cassidy. Former Secret Service agent and current Providence Herald, Cassidy is assigned to protect Janus. Nolan Cassidy is down. Good work, 47. Janus awaits your attention.
I have to tell you, these are the best muffins I ever had.
Just another few blocks.
I need it to get rid of an aggressively invasive mold in this poor old man's backyard.
Calm down, Demolition Man. Unless it's a flesh-eating mutant mold, you don't need explosives. We're gonna keep them safe in our trunk until you produce that license, okay?
Ah, come on, man. It's standard procedure. You stuff the holes, and then you blow up the tunnel system so it collapses. Look it up on YouTube.
Sir, if the American police force looked to YouTube as guiding principles for standard procedure, I'm pretty sure civilization would have collapsed a long time ago.
God damn it.
Tucking him into bed at night. The covers are just folded around his frail old body. Come on.
Janus. Cold War spy master and the first Providence constant. I wonder how much he remembers. How little he cares.
The night I passed the torch. End of an era as constant. We had the Vienna Philharmonic play it that night. Empty concert hall except for the two of us. A rare moment indeed. A good talk, hands shaken. Honor among men. As it should be. I wonder if he remembers it as vividly as I do. I should ask him when we meet again soon.
So, that piece of music sparked a memory in Janus's mind, and we now have confirmation that he and the Constant will be meeting each other soon. Great work, 47. Janus is looking for an old group photo. It might be interesting to see who's on it.
Check out what that was.
That's affirmative.
Wonderful.
At last, the actions of the first Constant catch up with him. Death feels like an easy way out for a man like Janus. Still,
We are close now, gentlemen. Both targets are dead. One of Janus's old microfilms. It might contain important information. All you need now is to find a device to read it on.
Do I know him?
Drop off the surveillance tapes on Janus at the house. Cassidy was after.
Yeah, added them to the file. What a shit. Called the surveillance in the end. Bring the tapes over to HQ and review them there. The recorder is perfectly capable of gunning.
Jeez, darling, I'm so hungry. Have you seen those beautiful pancakes? And look, she's standing behind the grill.
Going fine. Its ticket sales have so far been.
It's strange, all right. Oh, maybe he's a vegan. I don't trust a man who can't eat a rare steak.
All you ever care about is
Very
now.
dapper.
You should take this one seriously. The Wilson? Sounds like a made-up name if you ask.
Clearly, Janus is a meticulous man. This microfilm contains a lot of heavily redacted minutes from what appears to be a yearly event of some sort. Plenty of initials and project code names that don't ring any bells. Janus is mentioned by name throughout, however. This is a very important find, 47. Good work, 47. We now know Janus is meeting with the Constant at an event related to the Ark Society. And we have an approximate date as well. I think that's all we're going to get.
We're close to the finish line. It's time to end this.
All mission objectives are completed. 47, once you've left Whittleton Creek, I will notify Providence of our discovery.
In the meantime, we'll go over the clues you found. Once we've located the Constant, we'll make our final move.
You make it sound so easy.
The Ark Society. One of Providence's more obscure outfits.
I've heard whispers. A survivalist club for the global elite. Billionaires preparing for a global collapse. And now we know the Constant will attend their next gathering. So where is it?
That's the catch. The report is redacted. No names, no location.
So it's a dead end. I can't track them, not without ICA backup.
Now, I'm no big shot analyst, but it seems to me Janus was the Ark Society's founder, so chances are they'll want to pay their respects in private.
Track the coffin. Worth a shot.
You all right?
It comes back in flashes. Fear, anger, but like it happened to someone else.
Your gift and your curse. What they did to you. Well, I spent a long time feeling guilty about that. Now, I wonder who got the better deal.
Yes. Found something.
What are we looking at?
The ass end of nowhere. But this is where Janus's remains were shipped to. Our choice for a final resting place, wouldn't you say?
Not bad. So we stake it out. Await the next gathering. Then we waltz in and kidnap one of the world's most powerful men. Without ICA backup.
Like I said, it's a long shot.
We'll take it.